This is Amit and Atul Roy. They've got fingers in a lot of tills. King Cobra Property Limited, travel. They've even got a nursing home.
So?
They're all fronts. The Roys make the real money out of counterfeit goods, insurance scams, tax fiddles, and the people trade.
What, trafficking illegal immigrants?
Yeah. I got a tip-off that Laundry Lane was being used as a safe house.
And what's the profile like for robbery?
Well, they haven't got one. They wouldn't want the attention.
So you reckon they're getting over their shyness with stolen antiques?
Yeah, it would make sense. It's not like knocking off banks or building societies. They'd figure it was low-key crime.
If these boys are public enemy, why aren't they flagged?
Because they're slippery. They always operate in their own community. So nobody ever talks.
Untouchables.
Not anymore. Not the Roys. I've got a snout.
So what's this about the Roys? What snout?
Gov, I was just saying we could really do with informants to find out if the Roys are involved in any of this burglary business.
You're not still sniffing around them, are you, John? I thought you'd learnt your lesson there.
Yeah, well, there's a possibility that there's a connection between the brothers and a house that my suspects have been kipping in. Looks like you were right, Jack. Crime Occu and Sunny CID should work together on this one.
So where'd you get the address from? I thought the prisoners were too scared to talk in interview.
The third man can't.
You didn't question him in hospital, did you?
No. I just went to check on his condition.
So how come he came up trumps and the other two didn't?
Gratitude. He'd be dead if I hadn't called that ambulance.
Can I have a word, John?
Good.
I've just had Harry Knowles' daughter on the line. She reckons he's up for a visit, so maybe you could get some more details about that assault.
Yes, Gov.
Look, I don't want you to be too impressed with D.C.I. Burnside's rank. We're working hand in glove. That's fine, but just make sure that we're the hand.
Yes, Gov.
Don't get too chummy with him. I don't want you being sidetracked onto some crime occu agenda.
No problem.
I mean it, John. If you let Burnside lead you by the nose, he'll take you down the sewers.
Not sure about this recce, Gov. I just wanted us to speak to Harry Knowles first.
We will do, as soon as we've had a powwow with your Indians. Anyway, give the old man more time to collect his thoughts.
Bally? Sonny? You dad and your uncle, eh?
Yeah.
Wait. Careful.
Ah, Sergeant Boulton, dead on time. Excuse the chaos. My daughter is getting married tomorrow. So much to do.
D.C.I. Burnside.
How can we help you?
Please, tea first. Bally. Please.
We'd like to ask you a few questions.
We're always happy to help the police.
Do you know a Kashif Khan?
Kashif, no, I don't think so.
What about Malik? Does that ring any bells for you?
We might have a tenant of that name, yes.
What's this concerning?
King Cobra Property Limited owns number 9 Laundry Lane. We've reason to believe that illegal immigrants have been staying.
You mean to say he's been harboring these people in our building?
Oh, and you didn't know anything about it?
Not at all.
We can't account day to day for whom he brings in to sleep in the house.
If you're renting out the property, you must have leasing documents.
Yes, we've got them somewhere in the office. I might be able to dig them out for you.
Could you tell us where we could dig out Malik?
Oh, if he's not in the house, we have no idea.
If he's run away, he owes us a lot of rent. If he's gone into hiding.
The men who were staying in your property were caught at a burglary this morning. Canley House. They were trying to steal Indian artifacts.
Oh, I see. Indian artifacts. First illegal immigrants, now you are calling us thieves.
Amit.
Tell me, Sergeant, why are you always after us? As he told you, Chief Inspector, how he accused my brother of kidnapping 2 Indian children a while ago and demanding a ransom for their release. But you were wrong. Totally wrong. The boy's father was guilty. And now here you are, doing the same mistake, bringing our family into shame.
Amit, don't upset yourself.
Anything ethnic and we are automatically to blame. Tell me, why can't white people be behind this crime? Weren't they the ones going around the world stealing these artifacts in the first place? Bhaiya. Bhaiya.
My brother has high blood pressure. Tomorrow's wedding is making him very, very nervous. I think you'd better leave now.
Well, at least they admitted to knowing Malik. Now that we know who's pulling the strings, I fancy having another go at Khan.
He isn't at the hospital yet, though, Goff.
You can buy him some grapes if you like.
Yeah, she turned up claiming to be Khan's solicitor. When I asked her to leave, she shouted something to him in India, and next minute I know he's insisting on making a statement. When I tried to remove her, he got agitated.
All right, Reg, we'll take over now.
D.C.I. Burnside, D.S. Boulton. I'm Shilpa Azar, Community Law Centre. I'm here to represent Mr. Khan.
You know him personally?
No, but the centre keeps its ear to the ground for minority casework, refugees, asylum seekers. I'm surprised you didn't advise my client of his right to have a solicitor present when being questioned.
Mr. Khan hasn't been interviewed yet.
Really? Well, I've talked to him, and quite frankly, he's been rather foolish. I've persuaded him to cooperate fully. He's got a statement to make that should help speed up your inquiries.
It was my idea to steal the things from Candy Park House. I was desperate for money, so I got Pankaj and Maninder, the two other men you caught, to help me. We are all in this country illegally.
So you're the leader of the gang?
Yes, sir, I am to blame.
If you were the boss, how come you stuffed those gemstones into your mouth? You stealing from yourself?
My client's made a voluntary statement. The proper place for questions is in a taped interview back at the station.
The Roys are involved, Gov.
So are you, John. Too involved. You were meant to be talking to Harry Knowles. Instead, you end up chasing the brothers again, despite the fact that Khan hasn't named them as accomplices.
So how come Khan suddenly put his hands up as being the mastermind of the robbery? I mean, if the Roys haven't put the frighteners on him, why's he changed his story all of a sudden?
So how's he changed his story, Frank? I mean, Khan wasn't interviewed before he made his confessional statement. Or did you ask him about more than just his state of health when you went to see him in the hospital for the first time? Give us a minute, will you? So what the hell's going on, John? D.C.I. Burnside comes here looking for a stolen antiques ring, and you point a finger at the Roys.
It's more than a coincidence, Gov.
Well, why not? You've got the wrong end of the stick with these brothers before.
The Roys have been expanding their business interests.
Look, we're trying to carry out evidentiary investigations here, not personal vendettas. Now just stop trying to impress D.C.I. Burnside and concentrate your energies on getting a result from Harry Knowles. Yeah.
The Roys have kicked sand in our face. Canley Park House has been turned over again, in broad daylight.